everybody, and welcome back to another video. As you can tell, we are starting a new series called In My 20s Diaries, and kind of the reason I wanted to start this series was just because I'm in my 20s, I'm married, and I just feel like I could be doing my life and my adulting and my time management and just everything a little bit better. So I kind of have some key points of what we're going to be doing in this series. So first things first is cooking. It's not that I don't know how to cook, it's that we tend to stick to the same recipes and meals consistently, and I would like to try at least a new recipe like once a week or once every 2 weeks or so, and just like find new things that we love. And so Holly and I actually ended up buying a crock pot because there was a bunch of like slow cooker meals that I had been really wanting to try, and it's just so convenient to throw everything into the pot and kind of multitask and do everything else, and it meal preps like a bunch for the week. I just feel like this series is going to be the perfect way to kind of be a better adult. I don't know how to say that. Like, I just feel like the 20s is kind of when you start figuring out how to be an adult or managing your time better, or you have a career, or just things like that. There's a lot of fun things like happening in our life, and I just feel like now is the time where I need to lock in and start learning how to do everything. I'm gonna list off like all of the points that I want to hit really quickly. I'm gonna take this vlog into tomorrow, and we're gonna go through like my morning routine and everything, because I think I've like narrowed it down to like my idealistic routine of kind of what I like to do in a day or in the morning time, and that means like also like waking up earlier and stuff. So we have working out, and kind of what I did is, I'm not gonna lie, I asked ChatGPT to give me a 3-day workout split so that way I could do HIIT or calisthenics or something like that in between, and like cardio and abs and stuff. So I do a 3-day workout split. The first day is lower body, and it's glutes and hamstrings. Upper body, and then I do another lower body day, but it's glutes and quads focused. So it's just so nice not to have to think about every time I go in there like what I'm gonna do. Taking care of like vitamins, like really focusing on like mine and Macaulay's health. I've been really into this, like our sleep quality, like what we've been putting in our body, like our water intake, like everything. I've just been so interested in our health. And then like I said, a solid morning routine, so like waking up earlier. I get it now. When I was younger, I remember I hated waking up early, and I remember asking adults like why in the world do they get up early and if they don't have a job. A lot of it was they just felt like they had more time in the day to get stuff done, and now I like fully understand. It kind of blows my mind like how quickly the day can go by doing laundry, or you're working out, or you're deep cleaning the house, or you're meal prepping. It sounds so silly because like I'm very blessed that I have the time to do that. It's just sometimes I don't realize how fast like time slips away from me, and I just feel like getting up and being more productive and getting like my workout done in the morning time would be so much more beneficial. So I'm just like wanting to start waking up earlier and having like my morning routine down, so I have the day to do all of like my to-do lists and stuff. Then next is like time management. Like I said, the main thing is I get a little bit over ambitious with planning my days, and I mean this by I will put so many cleaning things and so many things I want to do in day one, and I don't realize like how long it's going to take me if I really want to do a good job. And so instead of like cramming all the productive stuff I want done in a day, you know, like keeping up with it throughout the week and stuff, like my main goal in January was to be more consistent with keeping the house picked up and like dishes out of our sink. I have been living in that mindset of keeping dishes out of the sink and keeping stuff picked up around the house. It's easier for me to say because I don't have kids and it's me and Macaulay. I have the time in my day to do that. So it's just, to some people it might sound silly, but it's just something that I like. I like having a clean space and a clean home. And so since I have the ability to do that and I can do that, I'm going to be better about it. Content creation, like YouTube channel, you know, keeping up with it, posting weekly, but mainly I need to start focusing on doing some more short form content because I like filming it. Also, I like streaming my games. It's just, we have a lot going on in our life right now, and we're gonna be moving soon. So it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to just hop back into that and be consistent because we might start packing stuff up. Mainly just having a schedule. For this video, as you can tell, it's gonna be like romanticizing a realistic routine. Plan is tomorrow. The reason I say tomorrow is because I've already kind of done my morning routine now. It's already lunchtime. Tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up with you guys. I'm gonna take you through my morning routine of like getting up, going to go work out, getting some water in, making my favorite breakfast that I've been liking, and then my main goals have been like water and food before I consume coffee. today is gonna be like my to-do list. Tomorrow is gonna be the morning routine. So today, my goal is we're going to clean up a couple of things around the house. I have some clothes I need to donate, and I need to clean out like the Bronco. It just needs a really good clean from the last couple weeks. I need to finish some video planning of what I want to film for the week, and I also video I need to edit and upload today. So there's a couple of things that I have that I need to get done. In this series, I'm gonna have a video coming out where I'm kind of learning how to do my makeup, because I feel like I've had the same makeup routine since I was literally like 14. Now that I'm in my 20s, I just feel like there's just some things that I want to relearn how to do and want to change up. But the biggest thing for me is like finding signature things for me and like sticking to it. So I've been working on finding like my signature shampoo and conditioner that I've been really loving, my deodorant, like my body care and all of that, and I feel like I've gotten it down. Thing that I have been experimenting with and that I've been trying to lock down my signature scent. Always kind of like bounced around and like tried to find something that I kind of like. Thank you to Cologne for sponsoring this portion of today's video, because you guys, they reached out and they told me I could pick 3 scents from their website and try them out. So I put them back in their boxes just so you could kind of see the packaging. But I have been trying out all of the scents that I picked out, and they are so good. The 3 scents that I picked out are number 23, Lady on Fire, number 13, Rogue Veil, number 37, Brave in Love. The cologne is basically a company that is like luxury brand feel and smell and wear, but it's not gonna run your pocket like a designer company. They are very affordable perfumes. Each perfume has a scent that it's inspired by. I kind of picked these 3 by reading like what the base notes and stuff were on the website. I actually was thinking in my head when I was smelling these perfumes, I wish I would have discovered this perfume company when I was planning on finding my signature scent for my wedding, because the smells are so clean and they're so elegant and they wear for so long, and I want a perfume that lasts and that I know I'm like is gonna wear for a long time. And so I've been testing these out to kind of see how they wear like, during my day, whether that's if I work out later in the day or if I'm just outside all day and there's wind blowing and I'm doing things. Let me tell you, they wear so well. Since I've been trying these and I've been smelling them consistently, I can gladly say this is a perfume that I have used consistently, and every single time I put it on, I notice how long the smell lasts. I think I'm gonna wear Rogue Veil today, but the main thing that I'm obsessed with is the lids are so seal tight, so I don't ever have to worry about it leaking. Cologne kindly gave me a discount code for you guys if you do want to try out Cologne. My discount code is Angel Evans at checkout, so if you want 15% off your order, you can use Angel Evans at checkout. These perfumes are so good. I cannot believe that they are a fraction of the price of like a higher end designed perfume. But don't forget, you can use code Angel Evans at checkout, and you can use my commission link in the description box. I do earn commission off of any purchases, just to be fully transparent, but I will have the link in the description box as well as the code. So thank you so much again to Cologne for sponsoring today's video. We're gonna go try a new coffee shop that just opened. It's like a drive-through coffee shop, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to try it. When we get in the car, I will share more about Macaulay and I moving. Okay, so while I'm kind of waiting for the car to warm up, I have Nova with me. I did put her in the front seat and then she crawled to the back, so we're just gonna leave her in the back. Basically, I kind of wanted to give like an update. I think I said it in one of my Vlogmas videos, but I had mentioned that Macaulay and I were really wanting to move in 2026, and we just weren't sure like when the timeline was gonna be or what was happening. So basically, to give a quick rundown, Macaulay applied for a job back in October and we didn't hear from them, and then he finally heard back from them and he did an interview, and then he finally heard that he got the job. So he said he wasn't gonna accept it if we didn't have enough time to sell the house and get everything packed up and like time to move down there, and we would just figure something else out. Well, they basically said like take as much time as you need, like months away is fine. We yesterday were like deep cleaning out the garage and everything, so we're kind of like in full prepping the house to move and moving mode. It seems like kind of a bit early because we're not going to be moving for several more months. Right now, my thought process is decluttering and cleaning out everything. So there will be like a moving diaries when we possibly go to check out some rental houses or things like that. So it is very exciting. I'm going to wait for Macaulay to tell you guys where we're moving, but it's just very exciting that we get to start like a new chapter in a completely different state. Yeah, it's very exciting that I can finally say like for sure, like, okay, we know we're moving because he accepted the job and everything. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go try out a coffee place. I've been looking at their menu and they do like matchas and stuff. I personally am not a matcha person, but I think I'm gonna get a hot coffee. Maybe I'll do iced, I don't know. I go so back and forth. This morning it was chilly and so I was like 100% I'm getting a hot coffee. Now I'm kind of like, I think I might get an iced coffee, but I'm gonna go ahead and drive to the coffee shop, and then when we get our coffee, I will see you guys when we're testing it out. Okay, so I just made it back home from the coffee shop. They gave Nova a giant cup of whipped cream because they thought she was the cutest dog ever, and now I'm kind of like, I don't know if she needs this whole entire cup of whipped cream, but she's enjoying it. So she was so excited when she heard that I ordered her a pup cup. I swear she knows what that is. I got an iced white chocolate latte with almond milk, so we're gonna try it really quickly. I didn't bring a tripod, so I'm having to hold the camera while I'm doing this. Okay, mix this up. Ooh, wow, that is so good. We have another coffee shop in town, and it's been like the only coffee shop for such a long time in our little small town. And so it's kind of nice that we have another coffee shop, plus it's a drive-through. I am thoroughly impressed with the coffee. It's so good. Okay, we're gonna go back inside, and then I think I'm going to make some lunch. Okay, so I'm sitting at my desk and I'm fixing to edit, but I made another coffee in the cup that I had because I think there was a little bit of sauce left at the bottom, and I wanted another coffee to edit with. So I just pulled the most perfect espresso shot. I have my espresso beans dialed in, the pressure, everything. So when we make one tomorrow, I will show you guys what I've been doing, because I said that in the last video for the ski trip where I was experimenting with new settings on my Breville. So if you care about coffee, or you just like watching me talk about coffee, tomorrow we're gonna be doing that. But so now I'm going to sit down and edit for a little bit, and then I'll probably do some laundry and then maybe some reading. I don't know. Okay, I am done editing now. There are some dishes in the sink from lunch, so I'm gonna go ahead and load the dishwasher, and then we're gonna make dinner. I was kind of brainstorming what we were gonna do for dinner because we have 1 pound of ground beef left, and then tomorrow I'm going to meal plan and then go to Walmart and do some grocery shopping tomorrow. And so I think I'll probably include that in this video of me coming up with some ideas, maybe, possibly. I don't know yet. For dinner, I think I'm gonna do some like ground beef fajitable type of situation. So after I'm done cleaning up, I need to get some rice cooking, and then the beef cooking, and then I have bell peppers that need to be chopped up and stuff for the fajitables that are going to be like sauteed. And so we're going to do that, and then I also have some laundry that I need to start and get going because our hamper's full again. It just seems like there's so much laundry all the time. So we're going to go ahead and get to these dishes, and then laundry and dinner. And then I'm so excited to do my morning routine tomorrow. I didn't work out today because I lifted legs and I was going to do upper body, but my back is so insanely sore that I was like, I just need to rest today. And so today was like active recovery where you do like a walking workout. So I walked on the treadmill and stuff. We need to go ahead and get to it. Macaulay got done streaming. I'm going to show you what we have cooking for dinner so far. In our Instapot, I have some rice going, and then I made like a chipotle aioli sauce to go on top of it. In the pan, Macaulay has 1 pound of ground beef, some diced onions, or minced garlic, and then some taco seasoning. Now I'm going to chop up some bell peppers and get them sauteing in a pan to add on top of our beef and like rice bowls to make them like a little fajita bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on chopping these up. Okay, I was in the middle of cutting my bell peppers, and I told Macaulay that if he ever had to cut a bell pepper at work, and I showed him how to cut it. The easiest way that I found a bunch of other people like to cut them differently, but this is the way I like to cut them. So I like to flip my bell pepper upside down, and usually they have ridges, and I just cut down the lines of them like this. And then I just peel it back like a flower, and it keeps it separated from the seeded core. If they don't just pop off like this one, I just cut it right at the line. This is how I like to cut my bell peppers because I think it's the easiest way. Dinner is done. I packed up leftovers for Macaulay's lunch tomorrow. It is officially bedtime. I'm gonna go ahead and go wash off my makeup and get ready for bed. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Welcome to my realistic routine. Yesterday we kind of just did a couple of fun things together, and then I knew today I wanted to get up with you guys and kind of show you what I like to do. One little tip before we get into our workout, I wanted to say something I've been doing that's kind of helped me stay motivated is to get like a cute little to-do pad. You can even just use a sticky note or just a piece of paper and a notebook. I've done both. So I write out my day, and I write out even like silly little things. Like I will write out like take a shower and get ready for the day. And it's little things like that that I feel like if I write down something that I know I can easily get done, it keeps me motivated to just keep checking off the boxes or just crossing things out, because it's so rewarding to see when you finish something. So I have packed Macaulay's lunch, and I went ahead and I crossed that out just because that was on my mind and I needed to get it out on the paper, and I finished it. So I crossed it out. Then we have workout, shower and get ready, and then I need to plan our meals. I do have like a little mini list written out. I want to find some crock pot meals because they just make a huge batch of food and I just have to dump it, and I can do everything else around the house while it's running. I gotta go grocery shopping. While we're out and about, I have a bag of clothes that need donated in the back of the Bronco, so I'm gonna take those to go get donated. I'm gonna eat this, and then we're gonna get to our workout. Okay, I'm almost done with my makeup, but I am starving, so I think I'm gonna make like a banana peanut butter type of protein shake. So I'm gonna take a quick break, go blend that up, and then we can sip on it while I finish up my makeup. Okay, I have my shake done, and I was showing you guys, I love that I can swap out the blender lid for a sip lid. I was also gonna say, I was talking about moving, and it is official. We are moving to Florida. I'm so excited. This is a place that Macaulay and I have both talked about wanting to move to for a really long time. Like, we both agreed that Florida was like our dream / ideal place that we both wanted to live at in the future. It's just really exciting, like, to think about everything. Like, I've been looking at some rental properties, and then we're eventually gonna have to plan a time to go down there and look at some rental properties so we can decide where we're gonna live. It's gonna be a whole process, and it's just super exciting to finally like live somewhere else and experience something new. Ideally, I wanted to kind of announce that on camera with Macaulay, but it didn't work out that way yesterday. As for content, me doing YouTube until then, it's all like we're trying to figure it out. So there's probably gonna be a small period of time where we live with Macaulay's parents until the house gets sold. It'll probably be like a month-long time frame, and then we'll move. I'm still gonna try to do like content as normal. I'll have my computer and stuff, or we'll have Macaulay's computer, and I should be like filming and editing. It'll just be a different space. And anyways, I am done with my makeup. I just have to put mascara on, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up and some meals, and then I will see you guys when I'm in the car, and we will kind of go over what I'm thinking for meal ideas, then go grocery shopping. I have all of my meals planned really quickly, but before I read it off, I'm gonna pick out my perfume of the day. So yesterday I wore Rogue Veil. I think Lady on Fire, which is the black opium inspired one, is the one that Macaulay said he liked the most. So for meal ideas, I have Parmesan crusted chicken with mashed potatoes or a side of like garlic butter roasted potatoes. And then I already have some frozen veggies in there, so I'll probably pair that with a side of veggies. And then for ground beef bowls, I have like taco bowls, chipotle bowls. I'm gonna get some potatoes to make some like burger bowls, so I'll make like homemade fries to go on the bottom. And then for crock pot meals, I have the Parmesan garlic pasta, so I just did like a container of sauce and then some seasonings and chicken and pasta. And then I'm gonna do like a buffalo mac and cheese type of thing, because that's like Macaulay's favorite. So I think I'm gonna try a crock pot meal that has that. He really loved the homemade hamburger helper, so I'm gonna do that again. And then there's this like recipe that I keep seeing pop up, and it's like an Alfredo marinara mixture, and it's just like easy. They just dump a can of Alfredo and a can of marinara. There's some like chicken with some seasonings, and then they put some pasta in there, so I'm gonna try that too. So those are like the meal ideas. Obviously I'm gonna have like different variations of stuff, but that's kind of the like outline that I'm going for. And then I have breakfast, some salad stuff, and then like fruits and veggies. And then when I get back, we're gonna make coffee together. And then I feel like this is like my ideal routine of what I would like my mornings to look like, of waking up, and if Macaulay's leaving for work, getting his lunch ready or meal prepping for the day. I like to get up, get some movement, get some water in. I do have my water. I like to get everything I need to get done before I do like my hobbies of like reading or coloring or playing games or anything like that. Yeah, anyways, that's the update. I will see you guys when we make it to Walmart. I'm home. I have all of the groceries out. I'm gonna go ahead and get it all put away, and then we will make a coffee and I think close out this video after, because I think that's all I have to share for this episode. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this all put away really quickly. That was the most perfect extraction ever. If you don't know anything about like coffees or espresso machines, basically I weighed out 18 grams for a double shot of espresso, and when you're pulling your shot, there's a time frame that you have to pull the shot in and how many grams come out. I use the scale to measure when I reach 36 grams, and then I have my stopwatch going so that way I know after the pre-infusion. And I don't start my stopwatch until that first hit of espresso hits the cup. You usually shoot for 36 grams in and around 25 to 30 seconds. This means the shot is like perfectly balanced. It's not bitter, it's not acidic. It is like finally found my perfect grind settings, my tamping, all of that. I have hit the mark every single time I pulled an espresso shot, and I'm so proud, because if you watch my ski trip video, I was talking about how I realized I didn't know much about my machine as I thought I did. I thought I knew a lot about my Breville, but I didn't know that you could pull manual shots, because usually I just hit the 2 espresso cup button and it just does it for you, but I didn't realize you could manually pull espresso shots. So I was doing a lot of research about like changing stuff on the machine and how to do all of that. And so it's been really fun to experiment with, and I've been really enjoying getting to do that. Have my bow cup from Hobby Lobby, and then I have these little flower glass straws, and we're gonna give it a taste test. It is a maple brown sugar cinnamon latte. It's perfect. Wow, it is so good. This is the end of the video. I am so excited for this series. Kind of what sparked this idea of wanting to do this series is I follow a lot of people on Instagram, and it's so easy to scroll through people's morning routines of them getting up at 5 a.m. and getting up at like 6 a.m. and they do this whole 2-hour workout, and they do all of this stuff, and they drink their greens and they drink their electrolytes. They go on a long walk after they eat their breakfast and all this and that. I just realized I'm not trying to be like them, but I was tired of scrolling, being in that terrible mindset of, oh, I wish my life was like that, or blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I can do things like that that make my morning more easy, or it's easier for me to say because I'm not working a 9 to 5, or I understand like if you have a full-time job, your morning already set for you. You can even change up things in the evening, even though I know sometimes like you come home from work and you don't want to do anything, and that's fine. Everyone's life is completely different, but I just feel like this series would be really good for like the phase of life that I'm in right now. And so I kind of just wanted to have a more productive morning routine, and I felt like I have so much time in the day since I got a whole bunch of stuff done this morning. When I got back from doing groceries and like getting it all put away and doing everything else, I was like, I cannot believe that it's just now hitting lunchtime. If I would have slept any longer or just wasted my morning away, it would have already hit lunchtime and I'd have been like, holy cow. And so I just kind of wanted to manage my time better, be more productive, and that's kind kind of why I wanted to do this series. And so what you can expect is I'm gonna let you guys vote on a community post here soon if you guys want to see like me relearning a makeup routine and like some makeup tips slash like girl talk type of video. I'm gonna have a vote for that, and then I'm also going to have like a whole cooking week, like me showing like all of the recipes I make and how I made them, how much time they took me, all of this and that. I'm gonna let you guys vote between the cooking video or my makeup slash girl talk video. And so make sure you have on my post notifications because I want you guys to give me your opinion of what you want to see. And I'm so excited for this series, and I'm super excited that we're entering the phase of life of moving out of this house, living in a different location. It's super exciting. Also, don't forget, I am going to have the link to the Clone perfume company in my description box. It is an ongoing collab, so it will be in my description box with the discount code every video here on out, basically until as long as they are willing to collab with me. So don't forget that that's in my description box. Anyways, I hope you guys, whenever you're seeing this, have a good day. Maybe this gave you some motivation of things you want to add into your routine, or if there's anything you want to see from me from this series, make sure you let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video.